What's up, Plango fans? I'm Jasmine,
And I'm Michael.
and today we are doing a park spotlight. This park is called When Earth Was Gone by Magic Mike 69. In the description, Mike says it is the year 2162, a time when Earth does not exist anymore. The few survivors of humankind fled after the BNO Big Nuke 1 to Mars and to Io, a moon of Jupiter. To remind all future generations of what happened to Earth, the MJC decided to build a huge sorry, to build a huge jointed effort, a Earth memorial site. Visit the remains of Earth and learn about the circumstances that led to the BNO and downfall of the planet. For full immersion, start at the shuttle at the very end of the spawn tunnel and visit the park in Plipcam. Stay at present nighttime for the best effect. Do not miss the ride Echoes of Earth and a trip with the monorail. Credits are in the park. Watch Magic Mike 69 cinematic trailer on his YouTube channel of the same name.
Yeah, so I am really excited to see this because this looks like a very, definitely a very unique creation that we haven't seen on console. And if you hear anything in the background, our cat's going crazy. I don't know what what he's doing. But Jasmine, what are your initial thoughts as we get started with this?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I have not seen anything remotely close to this in the park spotlights that we've done. We've done, like some space sort of parks, but definitely not one that's like separate little biomes connected by tunnels. I think this is a really, really cool and creative and original idea. It reminds me of the game Surviving Mars, which I do play. I haven't played it in a while now, but it's a really fun game. But you have to make these biomes for people to live in, obviously because they're on Mars and there's no oxygen. So that's what this reminds me of.
All right, so I played a little bit of that game, but I know I couldn't. I think I didn't quite get as into it as you. But let's go ahead and get started with the actual tour. We are here at the spawn point, and gosh, like right away, like how was he able to make this so incredibly dark? I feel like it's so tough in the game to actually, um, make it dark like this. But yeah, what's your as we kind of it's almost like it's I guess the station that you enter this kind of space portal in, and I probably totally messed up what I was saying. But this is really, really, really cool. So, what are your thoughts, Jasmine?
No, this looks, yeah, I mean, I agree. This looks really cool. Just excited to see wherever this leads to.
Yeah, this is. Oh, we got. Looks like we got a little control room up here. So this is really, 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 really cool. And let's go ahead through the entrance here. So here's the gate to actually enter the park. So he actually posted the blank biome of this, I believe, where it just had this entrance. Because I remember downloading and kind of seeing that entrance, and then you kind of went out this way, and there wasn't anything built. So I think he just kind of posted the basic starter map that he created for this particular instance. So I mean, Jasmine, this is like unlike anything we've seen created on console. So like, is there anything you expect, or is there just totally unknown going into this?
I'm no expectations. I mean, I mean, I think it's going to be really awesome just looking at what we're looking at right now. But uh, do you know what he used for like to make the glass? Like, is that all like the glass panel window things? Do you know what that is?
Are you talking about right here? For the outside, you're
Yeah.
talking about this part.
No, I'm talking about the outside of like the biome.
Okay, I don't know. We can look at the end once we hop out of Plipcam mode, and but I think it's glass because I think you can kind of see the line right there. So I think that's definitely part glass. So and I do want to say ahead of time too. So we're trying to figure out new ways that we can record our audio on headsets to where we can both get the best audio we can. So if we accidentally hear any echoing, it's because we're trying to kind of mute and unmute certain parts as we talk. So, but I think we're starting to get the hang of it a little bit. But right away, we've got this kind of little town space, and we've got this kind of road, and yeah, I mean, so it looks like we got a pathway there. What are your initial thoughts, kind of this area in this space?
It kind of reminds me of like, what does this remind me of? Like, like Tron and like not Tron like the game, but like the movie, and it's like New York, or I don't know where they are, but it's like a really dark looking town, and so that kind of reminds me of that.
Yeah, I was thinking this kind of reminded me of some of the buildings that Brivades did in his Tron recreation. So when you started saying like, what are you thinking of? My first thought was you're probably thinking of Tron and stuff like that. But yeah, this is really, really cool. So it looks like we're going to go to Moon Domes. I don't think there's a ride in here, but this says even the best intentions can lead to disaster by choosing the wrong means. Okay. Very detailed.
Moon Dome. Wait, so what was the dome called that we were just in?
That I honestly do not know. But obviously we're heading here to the Moon Dome, so I think this, at least from the outer part, this looked like maybe it had a coaster in it. As I know the last one we're in didn't. And Magic Mike, hopefully we catch everything. So we apologize if we accidentally miss anything, because I know you like to put so much detail into this. So hopefully we're able to get the full experience. And my goodness, everybody's got to walk so far in this park.
I think it's interesting that he chose to have paths in between the biomes. I think there was mention of a monorail. I think it probably would have been cool though to have it probably would have to be multiple monorails, but if you have like one monorail going in between two, and then like another monorail in between the other two, I don't know, that maybe that's more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. That would have been cool to kind of have the only way the guests get to from one point to another is by taking the monorail. And ooh, this kind of reminds me like when you go to like those space museums as a kid or on field trip and stuff. That's really cool. So, what are your initial thoughts of this space, Jasmine?
Yeah, I really like it. I do like that solar system diorama. I don't know what you would call that, but yeah, that looks really cool. I like that he made it look like you're walking on like the moon, like the ground is like rocky or something, like a moon rocks.
Yeah, it's kind of got that glossy kind of look to it when you look down. So we got a little pip shot. I think I said that right. Drink there, and oh, you're talking about right here, like you're walking on the moon. I got you. Yeah, that's really really cool, and even got a couple rocks. And so we got the first coaster, and it looks like one of the machines when you walk on Earth or not walk on Earth. Oh my gosh! Oh, Jasmine, look, that's an astronaut.
Yeah, the I guess you would call that like a drone. I don't know what you call those things. It's a robot. It's a robot though, but yeah.
Oh, the coaster launches, so it launches up into space. That is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and read this, and then we'll look at these stats. It says must ride, best view, seat two. Okay, I'm guessing row one, seat two. So let's see if it'll let me click on it. There we go. So it's called Flyby. Take a quick look. Biggest, ooh, 330 feet. It's a Giga Wing coaster. 116 miles per hour. Long coaster, max vertical G-force. The G-forces look good, so let's go ahead and take a ride on the coaster. So that was the coaster flyby. And Jasmine, before I ask you about it, I think it was aptly named because that's what I was just thinking the whole time is how you're kind of flying by all these other kind of areas in space, and it just had a really cool view. And I wonder if you're thinking the same thing too. Like, there wasn't a single point on that ride where I was like, oh my gosh, we're going over 100 miles an hour. Because of it being in the dark, it kind of gave the illusion of it being like not as um, oh, there's like a monorail thing or something about it not being maybe as fast as it actually is. What are your thoughts on that coaster?
Yeah, so it's hard for me to really say to have like an opinion on it because it was so dark, and so I honestly couldn't tell you what happened in that in that ride. But I mean, it seemed really cool. I mean, because you're just gonna be, at least that's what I was doing. I mean, while we were going on it, but I'm just looking at everything around, so I can't really judge like the coaster, but I think it's a really cool concept.
Yeah, well, I think with how Mike makes a lot of his coasters, like obviously he does a good job with them, but it's so much about the experience. So it's not necessarily about like the realism aspect and stuff like that. It's more about the coaster kind of experiencing everything. And so we're actually going to go back here because there were two options. We went up, we could have gone down, and I'm just actually gonna stay in this mode for a bit just because Plipcam keeps obviously kicking you back to where you started. So this time we're going to the Echoes of the Earth, more domes.
Um, while you while you were kind of going like outside of the domes, I noticed that he like designed the domes differently. Like they have different designs on them. Like the this one has a different top. Like if you kind of zoom out, like okay, so look at that top with like this a lot of lines. Then the other one next to it, that's totally different. So he really worked hard on this to have these different designs for these different domes and to make like the dome shape, you know. That's really, really, really cool.
Yeah, that's why we're doing a spotlight together, so you can notice all the details that I just didn't even think about. Because that is awesome. Like I'm glad you mentioned that because it is like I just feel like that's so difficult to make these domes. Because it does look like it's just the glass pieces, but it's done in a way where you're not really noticing the overlap or the seams that they kind of create. But oh my gosh, Jasmine, this is beautiful. What are your initial thoughts of this?
Well, sorry, going back to the dome, because it's like those glass panels are for, well, okay, he might have used like the kind of longer ones, but that is a lot of pieces that he used for this. So that is a lot. Do you remember what the counter was at when we opened the park?
I do not, but we can. There we go. It's right at 81%, so he's still got room to spare. But yeah, so this is a cool little space, like cool little kind of family coaster area.
Yeah, this is interesting. I like all of the foliage, the pink. I'm not really crazy about the pink and the green together, but it is cute. It's cute for like a little kid. Little like the little kids have their own little biome to go to. And I love all the flowers and the bushes and stuff. So this looks cute.
Yeah, I agree. The foliage is really well done, and I like this station because it almost is like it's almost like they decided they wanted to kind of build this house or this station to kind of make it seem a lot older than it is, because obviously everything would have been fairly newly built since this is a newly developed kind of society, but it kind of gives you the feel that it's been here a long time. So it says must ride, look forward, car 1 or car 7. So we're going to go ahead and actually first, before you take a ride on this coaster, I want to ask you about the detail in this station. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that little baggage thing. Baggage baggage closet. What do you call that? Baggage locker or whatever. But yeah, no, this is cute.
Yeah, it would just be where you it's like your storage, I guess is the best name for it, or um but yeah, I mean it's a good job, some extra beams added to give supports, and the pink is really nice, and then yeah, it looks really good. So let's go ahead and take a ride on this coaster. So that was the kids coaster. I'll be honest, I totally forgot the name. Um, Space Worm. But one thing I do like he's really smooth, kind of had some good swoopy kind of turns. One thing I do like about this kids coaster is it gives you a lot of freedom with how you want to do the lift hill. Like this is a very unique way to have the lift hill go and then to kind of have the top of that. So Jasmine, what were your thoughts?
No, it was cute. I really like those little caterpillar coasters. I that is my only complaint is like I wish there were some more like truly kiddie coasters in the game. But this is really cute and I like the little caterpillar design.
Yeah, I agree. On the park I'm working on right now, or trying to think of a good kids coaster to use, and kind of struggling with that aspect. But Jasmine, do we want to go to Echoes of the Earth, or do we want to go to the B&O?
Let's go to the B&O because this looks cool. I mean, everything's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, because when I see the B&O, I'm like, I don't. Am I supposed to know what the B&O is? Might have said this.
Wait, let me look at the description because he said the The B and O is Big Nuke 1, which was that was like the big thing that like destroyed Earth, I think.
Okay, so this would be a cool kind of area for the coaster. So it's probably gonna have more of like a gloomy feel to it. Um, but right away, so now we are. Okay, I said gloomy feel, but this is looking. Oh, this looks nice with the lighting and the trees. You got a little flat ride there. So we got a little car ride that it's called Taxi Taxi. Wow, this is actually a lot different than I was expecting. What are your thoughts, Jasmine?
Oh, turn left. There's like a board or something. Do you want me to read it? In the beginning, good and evil. In the beginning of the 21st century, when Earth still existed, people used all sorts of vehicles not only for the purpose of getting from point A to B, but for sheer fun and excitement. Although the CO2 emission of urban traffic had almost no effect on the global climate change, many people saw cars as the evil that doomed the world. In 2021, members of a group of radical activists started to glue themselves to the concrete of streets and highways. Even good intentions can lead to disaster by choosing the wrong means, as mankind had to learn bitterly. Wow, I'm impressed that because he always has like stories and stuff with his parks, and I'm always impressed with like how he can make the little signs like look like sentences because that's really hard to line everything up like that because I'm sure that's a bunch of little signs like all next to each other. Yeah. But no, that's really cool. But yeah, this looks yeah, you can see it. This looks interesting though.
Yeah, this is just wanted to show you the amount of signs that he had to use and the overlap. Because, for example, if you delete that one, it overlapped there. And so this is, I don't even, actually, I do want to know, Mike, how long did it take you to make this sign? Like, I feel like that in itself is probably a couple hours. But yeah, I agree with you, though. The way he does his storytelling is just absolutely amazing. And just really kind of draws you in. And this is my favorite area so far. Like, this is just awesome.
Yeah, and it's really hard, at least for me. I mean, it's really hard to make interiors look interesting, and it looks like he's done like multiple like different wall pieces and then I mean it looks like the path is that's like the normal path, that black shiny reflective path. But where is this going? This looks cool. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the part that looks like the nuke part.
Yeah, for sure. And real quickly, though, because I do want to edit in a video of this track ride. So we'll go ahead and take a ride on this track ride real quick. And then we will talk to you afterwards. This is one of the coolest little track rides or car rides that I've seen, and I love me an Irish pub, but not gonna drink Guinness. That's too much for me. But Jasmine, you said there are a couple things that really kind of stood out to you on this car ride. What do you think like the most?
Yeah, this this little are these like screens? Yeah, okay, screens. Yeah, and it looks like a little, like it's like a little city, and then yeah, he did a good job with all the detailing and everything on this little track ride.
So they're actually, my bad, they're actually not screens. They're just like posters that come in the game. But look at the extra detail. He added the extra detail of adding in-game wall pieces and stuff to kind of give it a little bit more of an illusion that it's not just a screen you're looking at, that it's actually real. And I think that is really, really, really cool. But now let's head up to what looks like the more gloomy type area. Security guards, man, they just strut around like they own the place. Oh, there's the monorail. So, what are your thoughts, Jasmine?
No, this looks neat. Was that just shops down on that second level? Shops and what do those signs say?
Oh, this sign right here.
Oh, chronology of a disaster. See, Michael would have just passed by all of this stuff. That's why I'm here. I'll read it. 2021 to 2022. Climate activists attack traffic infrastructure and besiege property of global enterprises. Dun dun dun. Let's see, wait, which way is it? What's this? Oh, nope. Okay. 2026. Driven by the impunity for the deeds in the past, radical activists aim now for pipelines and liquid gas terminals in Europe. Oh, no, no, that was 2028. Okay. Wait, go back the other way.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing anything. So it says this way, 21, only 122, but then here it goes to 46 and 48, 56. So I think we were on the right track with this. So in 2028 and then now 2036.
Sabotage acts on nuclear power plants in Belgium and France lead to irreversible meltdowns. And then 2045 to 2048, Europe is lost. 600 million people dead. Exodus of survivors to Russia, Asia, and America. World economy breaks down. 20. I hope this doesn't happen in real life. This would be terrible. 2058. The fight over resources gets fiercer by the day. Drinkable water exceeds the value of gold. The world is on the brink of a nuclear war. 2061, the BNO, Big Nuke 1, Earth magnetic field collapses and atmosphere perishes shortly after. Earth is exposed to the cosmic bombardment. It is lost. 2065, the few survivors of the fatal disaster flee to Mars and Io, a moon of Jupiter. This Earth memorial was opened in 2157 as a dire reminder. Wow. Great storytelling, Mike.
Yeah, that's definitely quite the story. And it looks like there were some signs even on the other side. So I don't know if. Oh, that's talking about um, for that track ride. But yeah, that's definitely why Jasmine does spotlights with me, so she can pick up on all the stuff that I would miss. Because of course I see a coaster and I'm like, "Ooh, coaster," and I miss everything else. So through the core, I love the names too because they're just so fitting. Um, but yeah, so really, really cool area. This is probably, if we zoom out for a second, it's like you were talking about before, this is one of the coolest looking domes because I feel like it kind of gets a little bit. Let me just see if I can. Actually, you know what? Hold on. So I want to see if the angle. It looks like the angle changes a little bit at the top compared to the other ones, and the coaster comes out of it. So that is really really cool.
Wow, that was I definitely liked that. I really liked the Earth core part. Um, that is something that I think I would want to like learn how to do because I'm sure this is all like terrain that he did. And then putting all of these special effects in here, and the lava and stuff. That's really, really, oh, like the lava waterfall. Like, that's really cool. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite part. What did you think, Michael? Mike, not Mike.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I like this one a little bit more than the moon one just because of having that aspect. But like honestly, my first thought was I like when you come out here and then you can't I can't even see now. But then you're hanging upside down here and um, just made me think of the Hamilton, the world turned upside down. Except this time it's the earth turned upside down. So
You could turn the torch on.
yeah, I don't want to break the illusion. But no, this is really cool, especially like this first part. I mean, you're just hanging upside down for a bit and just kind of seeing this whole kind of space realm. But I agree with you, that kind of core area is just really, really, really cool. I mean, this is just an awesome ride. This all I gotta say about that. Anything else on this?
No, no, this was really cool. Really good job.
And it's really cool too how sometimes we'll see it's like we'll be looking at an image and all of a sudden you kind of see this little light and you realize it's the train right there, and so like the monorail, and it kind of goes through, and how he's kind of designed all of this to really work is just really, really cool concept. So we've got one more world to go to, and then we'll probably end it by taking a ride on the monorail. But this one is called Echoes of Earth. And I'm just really impressed with all these walkways too. Like, I'm sure you got super tired of copying advanced moving with the amount of walkways that that you made here, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I think I might change my opinion on having the monorail in between because that would be a lot of work to have to do. Like that would be at least three different monorails that he would have had to place in between each one. So I understand him using the path because that's probably a lot easier.
Well, and he actually does have the monorails, but it's not like, but that's not the only accessible way. So this is going to be and we're going to talk throughout this one since this is not, what does it say, C5, I think it said? Yeah, C5. So this is one of those kind of circular, yeah, observatory things. So we'll just speed it up a bit because these things can go pretty slow too. So once we get going, kind of get to see the Earth, or not the Earth, the solar system here. I keep saying Earth, but Earth is gone. There is no more Earth.
Ooh, this looks so cool.
Yeah, I agree. This is a really, really cool. Although now we're looking to a part where we don't see anything, so we got to
It
fast
looks
forward.
like, like um if you oh, what's that? Oh, well, I was just saying, so if you've ever done like Google Earth and then like you go like all the way out where like the space is, you can actually see like the line, like the curve of Earth. I don't know if you've ever seen that before, but it looks really cool. And that's what that dark part like reminded me of because it's like really dark and then there's like kind of a little line of like where the sun is like I don't know. I can't really explain. You just have to like do Google Earth and then zoom like all the way out and you can see like the curve. I don't know. I probably just nobody probably knows what I'm talking about, but it's really cool. This looks interesting.
No, I get what you're saying. I know exactly what you mean. But yeah, this is really cool. I was not expecting to have any of these kind of little shows on this ride. Um, but yeah, this is really cool. And now we're starting to descend, obviously. But this is just once again, just the way that he's able to integrate flat rides, coasters into the vision that he had. I don't even know where you'd even begin with a park like this.
Yeah, I mean, probably a lot of terraforming. Or maybe making the domes first and then figuring out everything else after that.
Yeah, I don't know. So let's go ahead and hop off that ride. And so to end it, we're going to kind of give you our final thoughts as we take a ride on the monorail. But let's go ahead and get this HUD off the screen real quick, just so we can kind of take an overview. And I don't want to put um, the torch on, because I don't want to kind of break the illusion. But basically, all this is terrain. So we've got all this terrain here, there. I mean, this entire building is terrain. And so what he did for the lights, because I was thinking at first this just starship screens, is you've got some of these lights. You've also got, like, if you go to the bottom, um, you got like these little, once again, those lights. There's also some areas where they're like little stars that he made out of like the colorable panels, like these. So those are just colorable panels. So it makes it look like, I mean, it truly makes it look like it's outer space, which is just absolutely amazing and stunning. And so, Jasmine, as we head to the monorail, anything else to add?
No, but if you have to pick between any of the parks that Mike's done, which one, like, to me, I think this trumps all of his other parks, all of his Ride the Movie parks.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think his Ride the Movies parks are really, really good, especially the second one. I think was my favorite of all the ones he did. But this is just, it's just on another level because it's so unique, and it's um, something that, you know, you don't see everybody make. Like, this is unique to, I don't even think I've really seen anybody do much like this on PC. So this is just taking a concept that's so different and bringing it to life, and just did an amazing job.
Yeah, and it is really nice to see stuff like this because it's just it's I mean, I rant a little bit about sometimes I feel like Planet Coaster is like, oh, we have to be as realistic as possible. That would not be in an actual park in real life. And it's like it's a game, you know, and this is a reminder that hey, this is a game. You do whatever you want to do while you're playing, and this something like this is fantastic and it's so enjoyable. And this, no, like, you're not going to see something like this in a real park because how would you? But this is a game, and I love how people can, like, everybody can play this game and they like do totally different things in it, and just use their imagination. It's really 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 awesome.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I'm on that ultra realism side. But what is amazing, like you said, is everybody plays the game differently. Everybody's allowed to play. Like, obviously, everybody's allowed to do what they want in the game. But, you know, at the end of the day, it is a video game. So, like, even though I like building coasters realistically, everybody else can build them the way they want to build them, which is just obviously really cool to see, because this is not something that I would even know how to begin to make. But it's something that I really enjoy spotlighting and looking at and seeing, you know, obviously what other creators are able to do, stepping out of the realm of what could be in a realistic park, right? But this is just really, really cool, kind of seeing the views from station to station. So, any kind of closing final thoughts, Jasmine?
One last thing, can you like zoom out of, so it looks like there's some little spaceships like at the bottom, or yeah, like the, I just wanted to see, it looks like those are little spaceships, maybe, yeah. That's cool. That's just like a little nice touch that he put in here. Excuse me. Um, so yeah, I think this might be my favorite of his parks. I do love his Ride the Movies parks, but this is really, I think this definitely trumps those.
Absolutely. So, all the links are in the description to be able to download this off the Frontier Workshop. And I mean, just such an amazing job. And thank you so much to Mike for all the support. Also, as he said in the description, he did put a cinematic trailer on his YouTube channel. So we're going to link his YouTube channel below along with that trailer. So make sure to go check it out. And we hope you guys enjoyed the tour. So see y'all next time.
Bye.